about the mirror formula or the mirror equation for concave mirror. So for that, first we will draw the concave mirror. So this is our concave mirror. So for this concave mirror, first we will draw the principal axis, and this is our pole, and here is the focus, center of curvature, and here somewhere is the object. So one ray from object, it will pass along the principal axis, and one ray will strike here. So next, after that, it will forms an image by reflecting the ray back. So this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. So now if we want to find out the angle of incidence and angle of reflection, we will draw the normal, and always normal is drawn from the center of curvature. So this is our normal, and this angle is the angle of incidence. We will mention it as theta, and this is the angle of reflection, and this angle is also theta, because angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. So both the angles are theta. The angle which is made by the object is taken as alpha, and here is our image. So this angle we will call it as the beta, and this angle we will call it as the gamma. Next, after that, the distance from the image to pole, this distance we will take it as v, and the distance from center of curvature to pole, this distance we will take it as the radius of curvature, that is r. And next, the distance from object to pole, this distance we will take it as the u, object distance, image distance, and this is the radius of curvature. So this is about the diagram for concave mirror. Next, after that, for small curvature, for mirrors of small curvature, f is equals to r by 2. This relation already we have studied in last class, that focal length is equals to half of the radius of curvature, means f is equals to r by 2. And next, see here, this point we will take it as m, and from this we will draw one perpendicular line, and here we will take it as p dash. So therefore p dash is equivalent to p for small curvature, means if we are using this mirror of small curvature, of very small curvature, means focal length is equals to radius, half of the radius of curvature, and p dash is equivalent to p, means this p dash and this p, these two are at a very small distance, means this line and this line both will be equal. So for that reason, these 2 points are considered to be nearly equal. So here p dash is equivalent to p. So next, after that, for triangle OMP dash, see this triangle O, M and P dash. In this right angle triangle, if this is a right angle triangle, means we can write tan of alpha is equals to, this angle is alpha, so tan alpha can be written as height. This is what? Perpendicular. So perpendicular divided by base. Perpendicular, this perpendicular distance will take it as h. So this is h divided by base. From O to P dash, the distance is how much? U. So we'll take it as u. But this u we will take it as negative, because this distance we are measuring opposite to the direction of incident light. So here we will take it as negative sign. For triangle MIP dash, tan of beta, tan beta can be written as perpendicular by base. Perpendicular is how much? H. Base is how much? From image distance to pole, the image distance is v. So here we will take it as minus v. Minus v because measurement is opposite to the direction of incident light. Next, for triangle, now we will take this triangle CMI. In this triangle CMI, tan gamma is equals to CMP dash. Here we will take it as CMP dash. This should be a right angle triangle, CMP dash. Again the height is h. The distance from center of curvature to pole, the distance is r, and this distance is also negative. Next after that, for triangle OMC, gamma is equals to alpha plus theta. We can write now. So now see here, OMC, in this triangle, this angle gamma is equals to alpha plus theta. Exterior angle is equals to sum of two interior opposite angles. So here we can write gamma is equals to alpha plus theta. So this we will take it as equation number 1. Next, for triangle CMI, see CMI, in this triangle beta is the exterior angle, so beta can be written as gamma plus theta because these two are the interior opposite angles. So we can write it as beta is equals to gamma plus theta. Exterior angle is equals to sum of two interior opposite angle. From that condition we can write beta is equals to gamma plus theta. Now to eliminate theta from these two equation, to eliminate theta, subtract 1 minus of 2. Now we will subtract these two equation, 1 minus of 2. Now it will become gamma minus beta is equals to, this is alpha minus gamma, this is plus theta, and this will be minus theta. So these two will be cancelled. So now this equation can be written as, this negative you take this side, it will become positive. So it will be 2 gamma is equals to, this is alpha as it is, and this minus beta if you take here, it will become plus beta. So this is our equation number 3. Now for small angle, tan alpha is equivalent to alpha, tan beta is equivalent to beta, tan gamma is equivalent to gamma. So using this condition we will substitute here to gamma. In place of gamma what we can write, tan gamma equals to, in place of alpha we will write it as tan alpha because both are equivalent, plus here we will write it as tan beta. Now to tan gamma value is how much, h by minus r. So here we will write it as h by minus r equals to, tan alpha value is h by minus u. So here we will write it as h by minus u, plus tan beta value is h by minus v. Here we will write h by minus v. Now we will solve here. 2 h by minus r equals to h divided by minus u plus h divided by minus v. Now you take the common, 2 h by r minus of h, 1 by u plus 1 by v. This minus will be cancelled, h and h will be cancelled, and this 2 by r can be written as 1 divided by r by 2 equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. Now r by 2 can be written as f. So from this relation we can write 1 by f is equals to 1 by u plus 1 by v. So this equation or this relation we will call it as the mirror formula. So this is the mirror formula. This relation is very important to find out the relation between the object distance, image distance and the focal length. So in these three values, if any two values are given, then the third value can be calculated with the help of the mirror formula. So this equation or this formula how we will use. So now see here, if we take any concave mirror, so in this, here will be the focus, here somewhere will be the center of curvature, and here somewhere anywhere we can place object. If I place here, here, anywhere in front of the mirror, I will place the object. And now to find out where the image will be formed. So for every time if we start to draw the ray diagram, then it will be very difficult to find the position of the image. So for that reason, we will use this formula to find out the image distance, means where the image will be formed. Instead of drawing the ray diagram, we can, in one step we can easily find out the image distance. If you take this distance, if you measure the object distance, if you measure the focal length or the radius of curvature, then easily we can find out the image distance using this formula. So this is one of the application of mirror formula, and this is about the mirror formula, and this is the derivation for mirror formula for the concave mirror, and next we will derive the relation for the convex mirror.